How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the homestead. Bit of an informal video today. Got about a half dozen trees to take down. I think the biggest one is maxing out at maybe 40 foot tall. Then I'm gonna spark up a burn pile. So nothing too major, but I figured I'd take y'all along for the ride. Let's get working. So that tree with the dead top is the first one we're taking out, and hopefully you can understand why I'm cutting it down. But the reason I'm cutting it down first is I want to send it out that way towards the burn pile. That way I can limb it up and just chuck all the limbs straight into the fire. But I don't want to have that fire going when this tree comes down, just in case. Cut. She ain't wanting to go. Come on, baby. So close. There she is. Come on. Oh. Alright, so we got about an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of daylight left, and I intend to use all that up. It took all this time to get that burn pile going and burn up the limbs from that first tree. I haven't taken down a single tree after that one yet, but we got a couple small ones here that I'm about to take out. I'm going to try to skid them out whole just because it's going to be a lot easier for me than trying to limb them up here and then drag all the limbs out to the burn pile. You could probably tell, hopefully tell, that there is a lot of limbs up there. There's not a clear shot in any direction. So because these guys are so small, I'm just going to try to slip them off the stump. Don't recommend this. Don't try it at home. All the caveats. Let's get rolling. It's about 3:45, and there's enough time in the day to where I could take down another tree if I wanted to, but the problem is I don't have enough time to take all those limbs over here to the burn pile and get them burnt before it gets dark. So I would have to stop halfway through, and I don't like doing that. Plus, my GoPro just died, which is why I'm filming on my tablet, hence the noticeable drop in video quality all of a sudden. So I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to head inside, get some dinner, because I haven't eaten all day long doing this burn pile, and I will see you guys in the morning. Alright, so I lied. It's not the next day. It's about a week and a half later. had a couple things come up, had to let the fire die out, but thankfully it was very easy to get it going this morning. It's quite a bit colder than it was last week or week and a half ago, so I'm currently warming up my saw next to the fire. And why is the quality of the video still crap compared to the GoPro? Well, my GoPro is still dead, forgot to charge it, so hopefully within an hour or so it'll be ready to roll, and the next time you see me, the video will look better. All right, so the pile's pretty self-sustaining over there at this point, so we are going to be taking down this tree right here. As you can see, it's another one that has a dead top. We're probably dealing with some bark beetles because they are endemic around here, so it would make sense that we got a couple trees dying. Now the problem, you can see I got a trailer over there, I got my shop right there, I got a tree there, tree there, tree there, whole bunch of stuff in the way, and then of course my wood lot. Don't want to drop it on top of my wood pile. Ideally, I would want to send it that direction towards the shop so that I could limit up and buck everything and just split it right here. Problem is, we're going to come pretty close to hitting that window, and I really don't want to replace a window. So I'm going to have to try and shoot it out near the trailer there, and I'm also going to be lazy and not move the trailer. Even if it gets schwacked, it's not going to do too much damage because it is a dead top and it's a pretty small tree. But I am going to try and get it to the right of the trailer. You may be able to tell that we do have a little bit of lean going that way. So, yeah, anyways, I'm going to get to cutting. Bang your guts down. Beautiful. That tree with the yellow stripe is the last one that I'm going to take down on camera for you guys. It's another one with the dead top. Like I say, we're probably dealing with some bark beetles or something like that. But the biggest issue with this one, we don't have a clear shot anywhere. We are filled up with limbs, trees surrounding it everywhere. And that's unfortunate because this one, if you can't tell, was one that I was actually kind of managing for. Even though there's trees surrounding it in pretty close proximity, I was hoping that this is one that was going to be left for old time's sake, you could say, to grow old, but is what it is. Now, the other problem is, even though I do have some potential shots where I could shoot it out, you know, we're having some issues with that too, because if we're coming back where I'm standing here, we have some prime trees that I do not want to get damaged at all. And then if we look over here, the only other potential shot is basically right at my goats, unfortunately. So obviously I'm not going to send it out that way. So I think our best bet is unfortunately going to be this little corridor right here. What corridor? Yeah, I don't know either. But I'm going to try and shoot it in between these two trees. I've been debating taking this one out and using that as the slot for it, but like I say, I don't want to take that tree out just yet. Even though it is marmed out, I'm not 100% that the tree next to it that is straight is going to survive. Like I say, I was expecting this guy to hold on, not die top down. So that's why I don't necessarily want to take that one out just yet, but I may have to. And I mention all that just to make it clear that this tree is almost 100% gonna get hung up as it's coming down. It's gonna be by some miracle that it doesn't. So if and when it does get hung up, I have my PV, and I'm just gonna try and work it off the stump, cut it up, and then push it off in a similar way to how the first tree came down. Now, if it wants to be stubborn and doesn't want to come off with a little persuasion like that, what I'll do next is hook up the choker, attach a strap to that, and yank her off the stump with the quad. But hopefully we don't have to do that. We shall see. kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? All right, I'm still kind of out of breath from banging that wedge in. Let's take a look at this stump. We were gunned right about here, okay? And the reason is because the first tree that we have to contend with is this one here. But if we favor too much this way, we're just gonna get hung up over here, right? So we're gonna favor over here, small limbs, not that much to get hung up in. And then put a little scarf on the stump facing this direction. That way, as it falls, hopefully the stump, or the butt end rather, kicks off the stump, continues on falling, and look at that, right where we wanted it to go. Perfect. That's all I got for you in this one, you guys. I still got a little bit of fire tending to do with this burn pile, but other than that, this pile is finished burning. I am planning on doing another burn pile in the spring, as well as potentially one in the fall. There's still quite a few limbs that are under snow right now that I didn't want to dig out and then fight to get on fire. So I figure let those dry out until, like I say, spring or fall. So we shall see on that. That's not today though. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a like, subscribe if you aren't already, leave a comment down below if you have any comments or questions, and share the video with someone you think also might enjoy it. We do have a winter storm warning or winter storm watch, something like that, in effect for the next 3 or 4 days, with the potential of over a foot of snow, believe it or not, after getting just a couple inches through this entire winter thus far. Hopefully I can make some content out of that. If I do, you will see it. With that, you guys, thank you for watching. Think for yourself, shoot straight, and I will see you next time. By the way, we probably got a half cord with all the trees we took out, which isn't too bad if you ask me.